Good morning, everyone. This is Royce coming back at you with yet another bit of a rambling video. Um, we're still in the struggle arc. We'll exit it soon, though. But today I figured I'd dig something out of my collection that I don't think I've ever spoken to you guys about. Something near and dear to my heart. Today we're going to be talking about Xbox Magazine. This isn't just any Xbox Magazine. This is my first Xbox Magazine. Technically, this is the first one I ever read. All the way back in the year of our Lord, 2008. It was freshman year of high school. I was a feisty young 15-year-old? 15? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 3 plus 5. Or 3 plus 5 is 8. What am I saying? No, I would have still been 14. I turned 15 in November. Anyway, and I go into my high school library. Not nearly as fun and inviting as either my elementary school libraries, but at least less dingy than my middle school library, which, for those who don't remember, I went to middle school in a refurbished, barely refurbished, part of a state hospital. And the library of that place could be generously described as a dungeon. That place was terrible. Anyway, so be 14-year-old me, and you go into the school library, see the magazine rack, and see this face on the cover of a magazine dedicated to the console you just got last Christmas. I was intrigued. World exclusive. Jack Black stars in the ultimate rock fantasy. Wait, what year was it? What month was this? Oh, this was February 2009. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I was 15. Well, shoot. Okay, I thought this... I honestly thought this was earlier than that. Anyway. But this is still the first one I saw. I think maybe my library only just started getting copies of it. I don't know. Or I just started paying attention to it. Top 100 for 2009. Games you want for 2009. Games, gear, trends. And your mom? Oh, Lord. This is going to be full of that crap, isn't it? So let's see here. Street Fighter 6, or Street Fighter 4. Fear 2, the scariest game of 2009. I don't know how accurate that is. Game of the Year awards. I Am Alive. We saw a shocking new game for Xbox 360. Did anything ever come of I Am Alive? I'll have to look into that. We have this lovely little graphic page ad for Fable 2. That's part of the problem with Xbox Magazine. That's part of the problem with any of these magazines is they're not peer-reviewed per se. They are first and foremost advertisements for the Xbox console. This is same the way that Nintendo Power is an ad for Nintendo. Same way that PC Gamer is an ad for PC gaming. Actually, PC Gamer I don't think is actually attached to any specific console, so that they may technically have the edge up here. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's get through some of the stuff here. Good Lord, they were making Tomb Raider games in 2009? This was on this Tomb Raider Underworld for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, the Wii, and the Nintendo DS. Those are 5 wildly different consoles. Oh, and games for Windows, but that's to be expected. And then Hasbro Game Night, Ad. Oh Lord, we should take a drink. Take a shot every time I say ad. Letters. There's letters to the editor page. Is this the one? No. I don't think so anyway. I always remember the one where a soldier in Iraq complained that the maps that came, or the bonus maps that came with his Resident Evil 5 disc required you to download them off the internet. And nowadays, I recognize like, oh, that's kind of the standard. Like they're not gonna make a special disc just because you got some pre-order bonuses. But nowadays, but back then, it was kind of a little weird to have a bonus that wasn't in the game or something. I guess I don't know. This was just after the Xbox upgraded to these awful avatars that were kind of cringe. Not cringe, but they're very weird looking. Sort of. I think they were trying to cash in on the Wii characters. What do you call them? The Mii's. The MIIs. Here, top 100 games for 2009. Number 1, Brutal Legend. A fantastic game, love it to death. By Double Fine Studios, who are a bit of a black sheep in the games industry. They have AAA talent, but make weird games. Like, Brutal Legend, for example, is a third-person hack-and-slash game with you as a metal-playing roadie, voiced by Jack Black, swinging around a legendary axe and using magic with your guitar. And then suddenly, you also are in a RTS similar to Warcraft 3, where you're building building, units and stuff, and it's all themed around a rock show. So instead of like a mana pool or whatever, you have fans, and to channel those fans, you use merch booth. It's really weird, and it's got a fantastic cast too. A ton of famous voices, a ton of famous rock stars like Lemmy, Ozzy, Lita Ford are in it, as well as some really good voice actors too. Jennifer Hale, Tim Curry, Jack Black, who is kind of both, a voice actor and just a really good singer. And then also his buddy Kyle is in the game as a small character too. From Kyle from Tenacious D. And just more of the thing, like the show oozes, or the game oozes the cool factor. Stupid questions with Tim Schafer. OXM, what's so cool about umlauts? Schafer originally had an umlaut, so I'm probably compensating for the fact it's missing from my name. My ancestors had an umlaut over the A. OXM, I thought it would be over the C. Schafer, no, that'd be crazy. OXM, if Disco were alive today, how would you choose to kill it? That's a serious question? That's not a joke question, but the obvious things like Disco are not as threatening as stuff that sounds like metal but isn't heavy metal, like new metal and their metal. I think those are the things that really hurt. Disco was harmless, and it had some awesome looking chrome associated with it. I would actually say that Disco, overhated. There's some really good disco music. And, I get it. There was a lot of, over-polished, not, corporate disco, if you understand what I'm saying. And that's kind of something I've noticed going back to a lot of the, Fallout music, is that a lot of it is, very, popcorn, bubblegum pop music where you're just like, oh yeah, whatever. And sometimes it's like music is like food. You can't always eat the sweet. Sometimes you have to have something a little more substance. I've actually been really liking Woody Guthrie, and I would love to see him used as a musical motif for one of the characters in Fallout Season 2. Alex, how do you keep your throat from getting sore when you're screaming for vengeance? Green apples and warm tea. OXM, you were recently referred to online as the Tim Schafer. Are you prepared to wield the indefinite article? Yeah, but Schafer, but because there's a chef out there in the East Coast that I'm dying to put down. I'm sick of all the other Tim Schafers. There are a lot more Tim Schafers if you Google my name, which I haven't done, but others have. There's a chef, there's a football player who gets in fights once in a while. I want to get together with all of them. So I'm going to eliminate them? Schafer. Well, I think we choose just one through a series of death challenges. Mono-on-mono battles, cage matches to decide who's going to be the Tim Schafer. Right now, I don't feel like I've earned it. Well, you've already been granted the title, but you feel like it's Highlander. There can only be one. Just like Highlander. Or Schafer. Just like Highlander. But even if you cut off my head, I won't die. This is 2009. This is very much in the, fuck yeah, hilarious, oh lol era of internet humor. This was when, Cheeseburger Cat was still popular. 2, I Am Alive. Now, this is a survival sim where you play the survival of an earthquake in, I think, Chicago? A 10.3 magnitude in Chicago. That doesn't seem possible. Y'all get down in the comments, tell me the scientific feasibility of that happening. I'm guessing no. And I get what I remember. I stuck my foot in my mouth last time when I said tectonic plate and not fault line. Y'all knew what I meant. I'm not stupid. I just mix words up in my mouth. Yeah, come on, get Halo 3 ODST, not a big fan of that one. But people say that it's one of the last good Halo games. Again, I hate making it so simple, but Halo was only good when the Flood was in it. Now, it's not saying that the Flood were what made Halo good. It's just that that's my belief that only the 3 main Halo games are really awesome. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, perfect trilogy. There's not a lot of perfect trilogies out there. Back to the Future, Lord of the Rings. Let's see. Jasper and Valhalla, Darkwood Prototypes, Day 2, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Lord. Rock Band was doing a Beatles game. Grid Runner, don't know what that is. Tekken 6. Online Behavior and Manners, what? Alpha Protocol, Wanted Weapons of Fate. Oh my god. They put that over... Okay, we're going to find out what was ranked below Wanted Weapons of Fate. Resident Evil 5. Oh, okay, so this wasn't even out yet. So somehow Resident Evil 5 was lower on their most wanted list than Wanted Weapons of Fate. Fallout 3 DLC. Fallout 3 had some great DLC. How dare you? Section 8, Edge of Twilight, Sequel Curiosity, Peggle Deluxe, EA Sports, WWE, Splinter Cell Conviction and Sam Fisher are both listed as 24 and 25. Oh, hey, this is interesting. You have Andre the Giant fighting, what's-his-face? Hulk Hogan. I don't know if that ever actually happened in real life. Return of E3, Deus Ex 3, bleh. Watchmen, The End is Nigh. I remember this being surprisingly well made. I'm not a big fan of Watchmen, and I'm even less of a fan of Zack Snyder, but, just a fun beat-em-up where you play as Rorschach and Owlman is, a cool idea. And, Rorschach as a character is so weird because, you're not supposed to like him. He's not supposed to be a cool character. He's supposed to be a smelly hobo who kills people. And has this, like, really right-wing viewpoint. In fact, oh my god. Oh, there's this insane thing that happens in the comics. Frank Miller becomes Rorschach at one point. In, like, this weird crossover thing. Frank Miller, the guy who wrote Batman, or The Dark Knight Returns. I don't know how, like, I don't know what it's supposed to be or whatever, but, like, I just remember that being a panel. Insane to think about. And then, to a lesser insane extent, Rorschach once met Batman and they faced each other off in front of the giant penny. And it's one of the best, and it's, like, despite your feelings on the comic, it's actually a very wonderful looking panel. That's really cool. Oh my god, they rated Arkham Asylum two points for Splinter Cell Conviction. What was that? Well, okay, the Beatles game, which fuck the Beatles. But they rated it under Wanted Weapons of Fate, the stupid James McAvoy, Morgan Freeman, Angelina Jolie feature. Oh my god. Arkham Asylum, one of the best one of the best beat-em-ups out there. Ranked at 29. 30, Street Fighter franchise. At 31, OLED displays. That's supposed to be something, right? Oh, hey, we can see what came out in February. Call of Duty World at War, one of the greatest first-person shooters of all time. Saints Row 2. What came out on Valentine's Day? Oh wait, this is their multiplayer schedule, because you used to be able to play games with the devs. So they were going to play World at War and Saints Row 2. Because I'm like, there's way too many cool games coming out this year, or coming out in this month. Let's see, South Park, Just Cause 2, Fight Night, Achievement. Oh, good lord. They put this in a gaming magazine for kids. Like, what the heck, man? What the heck? Keiji Inafune, guy who made Resident Evil and Dead Rising. Carnival Showtime. Is that a word I can say? Fuel. Fear 2, Project Origin. Now, Fear 2, I always like, when you see these, like, really creepy looking things, always look so much better than it actually was. Oh, yeah, this isn't where we get the big display of it, because there's, like, I remember very distinctly them having a screen grab of Alma's bare ass in this magazine. Larry Major Nelson Herb. Japanese developed Xbox arcade titles. Community games, Chris Satchel. Bobby Kotick. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Bobby Kotick. Mark Morhaime. I'm sure he was probably in the Cosby Suite, too. If you don't know what the Cosby Suite is, a bunch of Blizzard Activision executives had a room they literally named after Bill Cosby because of the allegations. And it was exactly what you thought it was. Dirt 2, Velvet Assassin, Eat Leather, Return Man Hats. Your Mom, with 360, now a mass market friendly $199. A lot of parents will make console and subsequently game buys for their kids, meaning Mom will have a lot to say about what goes on, or about how the 360's 2009 goes, assuming number 68 doesn't freak her out, of course. Okay, Xbox Live Premium, Bayonetta, Ninja Blade, The Return of Tony Hawk, Buying Games at 7-Eleven, Saboteur, New Xbox Gaming with Avatars, yada yada yada. Oh, Alan, wait! Hold the front door. Alan Wake was ranked beneath, oh my god. Also, I'm pretty sure Alan Wake's probably scarier than Fear 2, because in Fear 2 you have a gun. Like, well, you've got a multitude of guns, I should say. Alan Wake just has a flashlight and a couple of flares. Commando, Last Star Ocean, Ghostbusters, the video game. Really good video game, too. It's got the entire original cast before Harold Ramis sadly passed away, as well as a cameo from Vigo, where you can click on his painting to get some funny one-liners from him. I would wear you like pants. Literally, he says that to you because you play the Greenhorn, who's unproven. Let's see, James Cameron's Avatar. Gag Me with a Spoon. The Godfather 2. The Dishwasher Dead Samurai. Some indie garbage, I don't know. Halo Wars, stupid RTS. Rare's next game. The Economy. Aliens. And the Aliens RPG. I don't know what that is. Sega. Oh, it's gonna be fucking Colonial Marines, isn't it? Champions Online. Randy Pitchford. Borderlands. Aliens Colonial Marines. Oh, there it is. Oh, Lord. If they only knew. Red Octane, I don't know what that is. Final Fantasy 13. Overlord 2, don't know what that is. Bioshock 2. Yes, I love Bioshock 2. Again, rated under Wanted Weapons of Fate. Wanted Weapons of Fate. Oh my god, this magazine sucks. Netflix in HD, Guitar Hero Metallica, Playing to Pimp Your Avatar, whatever. Grand Theft Auto, DLC, next Lego game, Tom Clancy's Hawks, DJ Hero, Dice, Mirror's Edge, I guess, I don't know. Oh, Wolfenstein! This game made the 2009 Wolfenstein game look a lot cooler than it was. I thought you were going to be fighting Nazi ghosts, and you don't. And that's a shame. Used games, Guitar Hero DLC, Valve Software, Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. Licensed games kind of had a peak in 2009, I think, because you had games like this and Arkham Asylum and stuff. Mass Effect, more Mass Effect DLC. I don't think there ever was a Mass Effect DLC for Mass Effect 1. Battlefield Next, Singularity. Singularity was fun. Basically, it is to Bioshock it is to communism or to Stalinism, I should say, what Bioshock is to capitalism or Randian capitalism. You play through this like old Soviet war base or military base where they were experimenting with this volatile compound that had chronokinetic, I guess you'd say, capabilities. It allowed you to control time. And then you accidentally mess up and save the wrong guy, and then the whole world goes to shit. Because you get sent back in time, save a guy from a fire, he turns out to be an asshole. Sequels. Rage, which was a nothing burger. Ender's Game, oh god, no. No, not Ender's Game. The next Guitar Hero Awesome's 100th issue. 12 things that won't matter in 2009. Oh lord. Gamer picks. Profile pics are still a thing. Cross-platform gaming. That is actually a big selling point for a lot of games like Fortnite. Motion sensing controllers. Okay, that's true. Forced family games. I don't know. Midway. Peter Jackson's Halo thing. Oh, Blu-ray. Blu-ray's still a thing. Duke Nukem Forever. Faceplates. Wait, what? Tiberium. User-generated content. Jack Thompson. User-generated content. The Creation Club allows you to monetize mods. Let's see here. Oh, now we get to the Game of the Year awards. Oh, Lord, we're ranking up at 30 minutes. Sorry. We'll try to keep it fast, okay? Strategy game of the year, Civilization. Runners up, Red Alert 3, Clancy's End War. Achievement of the year, Test of Faith. I guess where you... Oh, okay. Oh, it's for doing a no-kill run in Mirror's Edge. Best use of achievements, Fable 2. Honorable mentions, most iconic developer name, Success. Most phallic weapon, Ivy's Magical Sausage, Soul Calibur 4. Best Rock Band DLC, The Best of The Who. Best Guitar Hero DLC, Death Magnetic Album, Metallica. Happiest Game Soundtrack, A Kingdom for Kelflings. Best Musical Genre Development, Universal. Worst Weapon of the Year, the Rocket Launcher from Fallout 3. Hell yeah! Downloadable Content of the Year, Mass Effect's Bringing Down the Sky. I don't know what that is. Strongest Crossover, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. Oh, Lord. That was second strangest crossover. Yoda and Vader in Soul Calibur 4. You know, weirdly, the latter is stranger in hindsight because WB owns Mortal Kombat and DC, so that makes sense now. Third strangest crossover, Jimmy Buffett songs in Rock Band. Most annoying character, Shaun White. Most annoying supplementary character, your GFs and GTA 4. Wow. I believe this game had an editor who was a woman, so the misogyny in this is a little weird. Then again, this was before... Oh, Lord, I'm not going to get into that. Fan Service Award, Criterion, Motorcycles and Other Awesome Freebies, and Burnout. Sidekick of the Year, your dog from Fable 2. Oh, I love that dog. Quote of the Year. They don't have the potential to be exploited every year on every platform with clear sequel potential. Oh, they're making fun of Bobby Kotick. Okay, that's... Best game you've already forgotten about. Top Spin 3, a tennis game. Sports Game of the Year, NHL 9. Worst Game of the Year, Frogger 2. Wow. Most disappointing no-shows of 2008. Grand Theft Auto, Xbox 360 exclusive DLC. Mass Effect DLC number 2. Duke Nukem Forever. Blizzard on 360. Dude, I heard a rumor that World of Warcraft... No, you didn't. Sigh. Studio of the Year, DICE for Bad Company and Mirror's Edge. Best Retro Revival, Turbo Street Fighter HD Remix. Sandbox Game of the Year, Saints Row 2, hell yeah. Quasi MMO of the Year, Shaun White Snowboarding. Action Adventure Game of the Year, Mirror's Edge, okay, Role-Playing Game of the Year, Fable 2. Best Ending, Braid. Worst Abuse of a Beloved License, Golden Axe Beast Rider. Fighting Game of the Year, Soul Calibur 4. Best Soundtrack, Braid. Collector's Edition of the Year, Madden 20th Anniversary. Bleh. Multiplayer Game of the Year, Left 4 Dead. Here we go, the coveted Game of the Year. Sort of. Not really, but, like, it mattered to me. Fallout 3, baby! Runners up, GTA 4, Left 4 Dead, Braid, Gears of War 2, Fable 2, Mirror's Edge. One of the best years for gaming, period. And then this is a review of what just came out. Street Fighter 4, let's see what they gave it. Oh wow, this is a lot. 9.5. I believe this is the one everyone hated for having on-disc DLC. Race Pro, R-Type Dimensions, Rise of the Argonauts, oh, I remember seeing stuff for this. 7.5, I think that's a little much. Dishwasher Samurai, Dead Samurai 8. The Maw, which looks to be a cutesy kid game. 7.0. MLB Frontline Manager 5.0. Front Office Manager, sorry. Power Up Forever 8. Puzzle Arcade 7.5. Death Tank 6. Interpol 3.5. Things on Wheels 4.5. They're really, really not holding back on the on the things that aren't. Um, oh, here we go. This is something I remember a lot. Be Jack Black. You too can be comedy rock superstar, at least in your avatar. Here are some tips on making famous virtual friends. And then they just design a bunch of characters. Let's see. Barack Obama. The president is defined by a slim build, prominent ears, and the lines around his smiling mouth. And like all good politicians, he's looking up toward the future. Joker. Games radar reader Sir Psycho Sexy created Batman's nemesis with a clever combination of the twin mustache with the wide mouth. Both in red. Don't forget forehead wrinkles under facial features. Vault Boy. Your cheerful pal for the apocalypse is pretty easy to create. The keys are the dots for eyes and the swell raised left parting hair in nuclear yellow. Swap in red hair and freckles and it's Conan O'Brien. You can't put him in a yellow bordered Vault 101 jumpsuit, so a long sleeve shirt won't suffice. And Michael Jackson. This is one of the mean ones. Give Jacko the iconic white fedora from his Smooth Criminal video and the alabaster skin to match. Please note that to get the hat, you have to make Mike a female avatar. Nobody will notice. That is so mean. That is really mean. Condoms, a Slurpee, and Gears of War 2 sounds like one-stop shopping for us. Referring to 7-Eleven referring to 7-Eleven announcing that they're going to start selling video games. I just realized, didn't BioShock come out in 2008? What the hell? Did that not even make the top 5? That should have been Game of the Year. What the hell? Oh man, so there's this one game that I always was curious about. It's called In the Pit. It's a game where you play the monster. And I've remembered this since I first read the magazine in 2009. Where you are in complete darkness. You play the monster in a pit. And you have to hunt down creatures that are thrown into your lair. And just a bunch of stuff that's, like, really old. Like, good lord, they're talking about... Oh, Live Space. I thought that was MySpace for a second. But, Frisky Dingo Season 2, My Bloody Valentine on DVD. Skip to the good part. Just an iconic look down memory lane for me. 2009 was a good year for me, too. Technically it started bad, but it ended okay. After the wretched time I had in freshman year, I had a really good sophomore year, yeah. Got a brand new high school. Sadly, we lost Rambar, which was you could get, like, instead of whatever garbage government food they were selling that day, you could have, like, pizza or a Subway sandwich or something that they got catered in for slightly more. It's really good. They got rid of that when we moved to the new high school, though. Anyway. It brings back so many memories. Like, when I was new to Xbox and didn't know anything. And, like, I know these videos don't do well. I understand that. But I just wanted to share something from my past that's more personal to me. You know, this came out right after I got Oblivion, one of my favorite games of all time. And it just takes me back to trying to figure out what I'm doing on the Xbox, on the Xbox Marketplace and stuff. Downloading demos to try. Playing Cloning Clyde and Marble Ultra Blast. Only the demos, though. Man, Marble Ultra Blast, that was such a good game. Bring that back. Who owns the rights to that? Anyway, you all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm out.